Today we are going to give our samples, and then we're meeting with the clinic just about timelines and how to execute properly. So you know what this means?
What?
That
Oh my God.
today's video is sponsored by Cerebral, which is an online mental health service that provides access to medication management, counseling, and therapy for anxiety, depression, insomnia, and other conditions, all for a flat monthly rate. Now, Cerebral allows you to do visits with your provider, care counselor, or therapist at any time from the privacy and comfort of your own home. And with their mobile app, you can message your care team at any time. Your care counselor, your therapist, and your provider are all in constant communication, meaning that everything is personalized to you, and that's something that doesn't happen in a traditional setting. And if you want to get started today, you can do so by filling out a short questionnaire to help Cerebral understand your symptoms. From there, you can choose to subscribe to one of their 3 different membership options based on your needs and your budget. Cerebral is affordable with or without insurance. They are in network with certain insurers, but therapy with Cerebral can be 3 times less expensive than your traditional therapy, especially if you don't have insurance coverage. So if you'd like to take the next step in working on your mental health, you can click the link in the description section below to take the short questionnaire and get connected to a provider right away. Your first month starts at only $30. Thank you, Cerebral, for sponsoring today's video and helping me and everyone so much. I hope you enjoy today's video. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Are you freaking out?
I've never been nervous in my whole life to do this.
Well, I woke up all night freaking out that I might have a wet dream.
What are you thinking about?
What are you talking about?
What are you dreaming about?
I'm just saying the authority of not being able to is what makes me feel like I have to.
Are you cheating on me in your dreams? Are you dream cheating? Because that's a thing.
No, oh my gosh, really? Today is the next step in our fertility journey. We're going to the clinic. What? Sounds...
I just don't think you pronounced that right.
Fertility.
But it doesn't matter.
Fertility journey. Yeah, I think it is. We're going today to the clinic that will handle our sperm, the egg donor, the egg donor's eggs.
Okay, so here's what I'm nervous about.
What?
I have not lived my life in a way to make sure that my balls are constantly ready to make sperm. Ready to make good sperm. I've done all the wrong things. I love getting in jacuzzis. I love wearing tight pants and tight underwear. I love
taking our hair pills that actually slow down our testosterone.
Diet sodas for years. Everything I've done has led to this point, and it's bad. So I've taken precautions today. Yes, I'm wearing tight pants, but I cut a hole in my underwear.
No, you're kidding me.
Now listen, I can't show you exactly the situation, but I think I can kind of show you a little bit. Hold on, let me get it ready. So as you can see,
you just have a full shank.
So, which also is kind of everything, like, because I only like underwear to keep my back fat together. So this is actually genius. It's keeping my back fat together, but my balls are able to breathe.
I'm sure you could shop for crotchless undies, but today we are going to give our semen samples, which sounds great, sounds fun, but the reality of it is that we couldn't ejaculate for 2 to 5 days before doing this because we need to get the max amount in the cup so that they can send it to the lab so that we can test to see if our sperm is fertile to fertilize an egg.
Which, by the way, this is so scary. This is so horrifying. But I think it is interesting, which is why I'm like, I feel okay about you filming this process, because I feel like this is interesting. Because we wanted to know, like, we've never been to a sperm bank clinic, and like, what does that even mean? I've only seen it on Jackass.
You to masturbate and to collect your sperm.
I don't even know if you've seen it, but years ago they had a competition where they all went it
for analysis.
Anyways, and then we watched Gigi Gorgeous last night, and she was talking about her trip to the sperm bank.
It was so uncomfortable.
And how horrifying it was. So that's the only reference I have. So can we film inside of there?
We might be able to get clips on our phone. I'd feel weird whipping out the vlog camera. So you know what this means?
What?
We're gonna find out who's more fertile between the 2 of us, and that's going to be a better decipher into who's going to be the dad of the first child.
I mean, you. Like, for so many reasons. You're healthy. You make a lot. Oh my God. Also, Is it gonna be weird for our future kid to one day see like his conception? Because that's what this is.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think this is just testing it, right?
After they test it, we have to go back and give the actual sample. They're just testing to make sure that it's viable to do even that. I guess we'll find out.
Wait, did you get your crystal?
Oh my gosh!
I keep my crystals with me everywhere, and I have one that says create, and you have one that says fertility.
Yeah, Morgan literally got me a fertility crystal.
And this one's for you that says fertility, so you can get pregnant.
Oh my gosh,
And
thank
if you can't lose it though, because then the opposite, like the bad juju will come.
Oh my god. Well, wow. Weird to have in my pocket while I'm doing this, but I'll put it in my backpack. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have it. I'm getting nervous though because are we gonna be in the same room?
I don't know, should I wear my wedding ring so it's like I'm not cheating on you?
Yeah, and what are you gonna watch while you're in there if you're in there alone?
Pictures of you.
Gigi said they offer porn in her video, so I'm like, you better not.
You better not.
You better not use your imagination.
Is our child gonna break us up? Use your imagination? Oh my god.
About me.
I'm gonna take out my phone. I'm gonna go to youtube.com/Ryland vlogs. I'm only gonna watch, like, you know, the videos that are just you.
Which is none of them. Oh my gosh. This is exciting though. We had a meeting yesterday and they told us that it's about 12 weeks typically from this point to having ours in combination with the egg frozen. And then obviously we're still on the hunt for a surrogate. The agency is searching for our dream surrogate.
It's a really weird sensation to have my balls rubbing against my zipper. I feel like that also is not helpful. I just can't take care of my balls correctly. Watching one of the sperm bank videos, it's crazy. Like, to see sperm under a microscope and to see all of them swimming around and stuff, I'm like, can we just do that? Don't we have a little microscope from Amazon?
Oh my god.
Not for the video. Can you imagine? Whoa. Okay.
Well,
bye.
we gotta go. See you maybe there.
Oh my god. Oh, here we go. We did it.
Oh my gosh, it's literally what, 3.5 hours later, and we're gonna be dads.
Well,
I mean, you know.
how does it feel?
I mean, so exciting. Like, we've actually taken the steps necessary to make this a reality for us.
So we'll do it in the car, I guess, but we got all of our results, which I was not expecting. That was very scary, and it's all happening. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I'm shook because I thought we were just giving samples today, but it turns out the sperm that we gave today is also the sperm that's going to be frozen.
And you know what's weird? I knew. I didn't know, but I knew. When I released, I was like, that's my child. The weirdest feeling, I know it's weird, but I really was like, I think that's gonna be my baby. And then, okay, so we got the results, which I thought was gonna take 2 weeks.
So mine came out first and the doctor's like, oh, very good, very good. He's going over my results. He's like, you're above average, so that's nice. And because Shane went in after me, which we had to go in separately. What did you think of the room? I thought it was pretty nice.
I wasn't paying attention to the room because I was just trying to have my baby. What were you doing in the room?
Well, I was looking at the room before I sat down. I was reading all the signage and everything. Did you pull open the drawer?
So I knew I wasn't going to use any of it because like I'm not that type of person like to use magazine. It's like creepy. So I opened it just to see what it was, and it was interesting. I didn't poke around, but yeah, there were some magazines. There were some
Movies.
weird movies.
I don't feel. Whoa.
It's all the ghosts of the dead sperm. Isn't that weird to think that? Anyways, when you like, wait. So did you use any of the stuff?
No, I didn't use any of it.
What'd you do?
I mean, you know me. I just rushed it out.
What'd you look at?
Nothing.
You're lying.
No, I didn't.
You took a long time, by the way.
Well, I was searching the room. Like, I was looking. I wanted to see what was going on. Like, they had the chair covered. They had the pornos. They had, like, the Wi-Fi. I just was very enamored by looking at the... Yeah.
So you did look good.
No, I did. I'm
Because
just.
you needed the Wi-Fi.
It was right under the instruction. Oh my gosh.
I don't care. Whatever you had to do to get me a baby, I don't care. That was the one time. No, I'm just kidding. I never care.
Then your results come out.
First of all, when he said the results were coming out, I started hyperventilating because I've never done anything that earlier we made jokes about it, but when I really think about it, I've never done drugs. I don't drink. I don't really do anything that I think would hurt my balls. And then I even asked the doctor and he was like, well, do you cycle? And I was like, oh girl, no, she doesn't cycle. And he's like, well, do you do a lot of exercise? And I'm like, no. So we should be good, but I was so scared. And then my paper came out.
I would say your balls are your specialty. I would be shocked if your balls didn't produce good semen. They're like,
Whoa. Hi, future kid. That's your daddy. Then my paper came out. First of all, I'm freaking out. I'm like freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? Like if they say my semen's bad, I can't have a kid with my semen. Like that's sad. But like I'd be fine because it's like whatever. And then he goes, oh, thank you. Whoa. And I thought, oh my God, I'm infertile. There's nothing there. He's literally like, how did you piss water? Like that's what I thought he was gonna say. Like it's weird. It says A and W. Like what does that mean? And then he goes A+. And I must say, my sperm is like way more successful than I'll ever be. Like this is crazy.
It's really, really good. So if you want to compare the two of ours.
Well, he said, okay, so for total concentration, he goes, anything over 15 is good. Yours?
Is 31.
Mine? 94. What? Rotten Tomatoes, bitch. That's an Oscar. That is 94%? Are you serious? My cum is Power of the Dog, baby. My cum is Coda, baby.
Yeah, and you were joking that we were having like a sperm competition.
It's gonna be like, my sperm's gonna be better, and then you're gonna want to read like the fucking
Well, no,
thing.
as long as one of us was fertile. Honestly, that would be amazing.
My cum is no way home, sweetie.
And then the next thing is, I don't know what the next thing is.
Multile? I don't know.
And he said 30 is average. I have 66.
And I have 90!
He literally looked at Shane and said A++.
What does that mean? Does that? Okay, here's what I think it means. My sperm just like doesn't get much use my whole life.
What do you mean?
You know, I have plentiful balls, and
yes.
I think maybe
You've got good sperm. The doctor also drew us
There's more numbers.
Oh, really?
Wow, you're really trying to.
Well, no,
This is all I have.
Those were the two that he said were the most important.
No, all of mine.
They're also sending them to the labs to make sure that there's nothing
where'd yours
further
go?
wrong. He was explaining the whole process and how we would do each of ours and how it works and how we'll freeze like 5 of mine, 5 of his, and so then we'll come to a decision. The sperm's already frozen. It's done. Now we don't even have to come back and freeze more sperm. As long as it passes the other lab, it goes through more intensive lab tests now.
Here's the sad thing though, they're testing our blood right now for like genetic defects. There's a chance that, yes, my sperm is iconic, but what if I have something in my blood where they're like, you shouldn't make a baby? That's so sad.
I mean, we'll see. They did do 4 huge tubes of blood, and then we had to sign, what?
I thought you were gonna say semen, and I was like, I didn't get that big of a tube.
No. He's like, did you fill the whole bottom of the cup?
Oh my God, we should explain the process, by the way, for anybody interested or if you want to cringe. So, you go in and you say your name, and then you sit in the waiting room, and then you see celebrities. Because first of all, I saw one of my favorite podcasters ever.
Oh my gosh.
I shouldn't say that.
No.
I shouldn't say
Well,
it.
bleep
You'll
it.
bleep it. So I saw a celebrity. And then I see another person who I'm like, oh my God, I'm a fan of that person. And now I'm sitting in a room waiting to jerk off with celebrities. And I'm just like, this is everything. Like, this is a moment. Like, I don't have a podcast yet, but if I did, like, bitch, this, pulling out a mic. Then a nurse comes up and goes, who wants to go first? So he goes first, then he goes away, and now I'm just like waiting, and I'm in my head, I'm like, what am I gonna do, what am I gonna do?
Oh, you were like prepping for your supercharge?
I'm not a Tesla. No, I was literally thinking like, oh my God, how do I get a picture with my favorite podcaster and not be weird because we're in a sperm bank? But, so then you go into the room.
I'm looking around, I'm navigating their porn selection, and then I was really getting dark about thinking, if I were to look at any of that, then I'm always gonna remember the time that I ejaculated, and I was looking at X, so then I was like, I can't do any of that, even though I didn't know if it was gonna be, but I don't know, you come into the cup. But after you came out, you were asking me, so like, how did you position yourself to get it in the cup?
Well, okay, because so I filmed myself too. I went to the room. I was expecting It was nice. It was nice.
I liked the dim lights. Like Gigi said her room was like fluorescent and awful. I feel like they had it dim and neutral.
I liked the dim. I didn't love that I could hear my favorite podcaster outside the door, like talking to his wife.
Or
like,
did
while
you?
I'm I didn't. It was weird. I was like waiting for him to make a joke. It was weird. Yeah, so I got down on the floor, on my knees.
No.
Because standing up doesn't work for me, sitting down doesn't work for me. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get on my knees then. And I got on my knees and I did it, and I put the cup on it. Like on the tip of it.
Well, that's what I did right when I was about to.
But then it started going in, and then it started like ricocheting and going out of the cup. And I was like,
I kind of missed a little.
no, my babies! No, women and children! So, that was scary, but I still got enough in there, I think.
Oh no, so what did you have to answer to the questions after?
Well, so that's the part that nobody warns you about. You come out of the room with your cup of your semen. The nurse is there, male nurse, who was very sweet. He, by the way, gave us a tour. He was like, here's your room, here's the porn, here's your puppy pad that you're gonna sit on so you don't get your ball sweat on the leather.
Literal puppy pad.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Then he was like, come see me after you're done. And I'm like, will do. So I come out and I see him. Did you have the same guy? Mm-hmm. Okay. I have my cup of sperm and I handed it to him and he goes, okay, great. And then he goes, how long ago did you finish? And I was like, 2 minutes? I don't know. And he goes, are you sure? And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. 3 minutes? Like, I don't remember. I had to put it back in.
He asked me like, what, 2 to 5 minutes? What would you say?
So like 2 minutes. And then he goes, how much percentile wise would you say missed the cup? And I was like, I said, I think like 95%. And then he goes, whoa. And I was like, what do you mean? Is that like good? And he goes, oh, no. He goes, that's how much you missed? And I was like, no, that's how much I got in the cup. And he goes, oh, I thought you meant you missed me.
Oh my God.
And I was like, can you imagine? Hey, sweetie, clean up in there. Sorry. And then he was like, okay, great. And then I walked out of the room in shame.
And yeah, then we compared. We were like, well, did you cover the bottom? How much did you get in the cup? How much percentage? What angle were you at? Because it's just a very weird experience.
It also showed me, because I've always been insecure about my amount, because I'm like, I feel like I don't do as much as other people. And this really showed me, like, don't judge a load by its carry. Because my load, although might
Holds
not
a lot of smack.
holds a lot of substance. Like, my load is like a Pixar short film. Like,
Oh
it's
my
sweet,
gosh.
it's short, but you know what, baby? She's winning an
I'm
Oscar.
never going to hear the end of this. And then we met the doctor. It was wonderful. And I'm very excited to start this journey. Like, we're actually doing it. And that's incredible.
Don't feel insecure. Those of you watching at home, if you have low numbers, just know. You never know what the blood test will tell.